his ceiling is unreachable at this point in time. The maturity level is just continuing to grow, but the competitiveness is the other thing that head coach Andre Tourigny mentions a lot, and he's competing against himself to get better every single day, which is impressive. One of those things is going to be the face-off dot, because that's a room for improvement for Logan Cooley, and that's a great segue into what I'm the most excited about for this pregame show. My first time doing FunDOMentals with the one and only face-off specialist, Dominic Moore.
Hey, have you got your boots sharpened?
You know, you brought the equipment, so I sharpened my boots just for this occasion.
So Logan Cooley, as great as he is, face-offs are something that, as a centerman, sometimes it's a craft, right?
Yep.
It takes a while to master that craft. Big area of improvement for him, as well as he's played. But let's talk face-offs, okay? So
also, great job on the tape work here. Really well done.
Thank you. Had some of that Christmas duct tape at home. So when it comes to face-offs, the first thing I want to emphasize is that face-offs are a question of real estate. Okay? What do I mean by that? The dot is the area of real estate that you want to control. Okay? So if I'm facing off against you, the more that I can get my body over the dot and control this real estate, the better my odds are of coming up with the puck.
Because you're limiting mine.
Yes. And a lot of times the face-off happens, it's not the first swipe through that the puck gets won, it's the second or third try. And so if that puck, I can anticipate the timing and jump over that dot like that and control that space, it just ups my odds tremendously to get that puck in the end.
Well, you mentioned the timing of that. So how does that work, especially when it comes down to how you can move and when you're allowed to move?
Great question. So first of all, rule-wise, if I'm in the defensive zone, I have to put my stick down first. So I would come down, and then the linesman would signal you to come down, and then when you touch down, that's when the linesman drops the puck. Okay? So timing-wise, it's a bit of an advantage for you because you are the last person to come down, and as soon as you come down, he's going to drop the puck. All right? So that allows you to a little bit control the timing. I'm just kind of waiting. So the second thing I want to emphasize about face-offs is that it's all about cheating. Okay?
Well, don't try that at home, kids. But how do you mean cheating?
And it sounds bad, but essentially it means that you try to take advantage to the best of your ability the ins and outs of the way the face-off happens, okay? And the biggest element of that is timing. So if I can figure out how to cheat, or at least take advantage of knowing and understanding how to control that real estate when I want to control it, that gives me a huge advantage. So if I'm coming down and I know that you're coming down next, then I can anticipate that puck being dropped, then that gives me an advantage. Let's bring in Ben, though, our stage manager. We need a linesman.
Thanks, Ben.
The last thing I want to...
We need some stripes on you here.
Yeah, it's looking good, though, repping the club. So last thing I want to mention is that you hear us talk on the broadcast a lot about strong side and weak side. So what does that mean? Okay, if I'm a left-handed player, as I am right here, and the linesman, Ben, is on my right side, then that's my weak side. The reason being, when I take a face-off, in order to control that real estate and get the most leverage I can, I need to spin this way, but I can't do that if Ben's in the way. If I was a right-handed player, I could spin this way and get all the leverage in the world to help me win that draw. So that's why the numbers are higher when a player's on their strong side relative to their weak side.
And another reason why matchup is important when you're throwing out a centerman to do the draw.
Absolutely. You'll see head coach Andre Tourigny put out Kevin Stenlund when it's a right-hand face-off, right side like it is right now with Ben here, because that allows Stenlund to get the leverage and spin in, and he'll put out Barrett Hayton when he's on the other side. Yeah,
higher numbers.
Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we put it to the test?
Sure.
All right, Ben.
So I'm going to go down first, then Sarah, and drop. Oh, you won it for me, Sarah.
I'm supposed to pull it back this way.
Great job.
Nice job. Awesome.